We go all the way from, holy cow, this is a sick guy, to sleep paralysis demon. First up on the list is the
Nudie branch.
They turn the venom of their prey into stinging cells on their own bodies? This guy's kind of metal as hell. I've seen a lot of really cool ones. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't pick them up, but I definitely saw a man on TikTok do that. I wonder if he's okay right now. This guy is going in our cool category. I would try to befriend it. I would probably die in the process. Now the flying fish. Of course it's Australian. Okay, that makes sense, you know? They can glide above the water for up to 650 feet. Looking up in the sky, you see, is that a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a fucking fish. Flying fish. It's a pretty neat from me. Those are some luscious lips, I gotta say. There's a misconception that they would open their shells and trap divers inside, leading the clams to be called man-eating clams. There's no evidence of anyone being eaten by a giant clam. Giant clam looks pretty cool, but in reality it is just a normal dude. Like, we're the ones that made it this crazy spectacle. The Vietnamese long-nosed snake. The nose, although unusual, doesn't seem to serve any particular evolutionary purpose. You know, some people have bigger noses than other people. It's fine. Honestly, just a normal guy. Next up on our list is the
Proboscis.
The proboscis monkey. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Barnacle Boy a little bit. Am I the only one? Males with larger noses are thought to make louder noises when communicating. Like, monkeys are weird looking. I think it's pretty normal. The echidna. It's like an anteater porcupine. Yeah, exactly. They possess a beak like a bird, spines like a porcupine, the ability to lay eggs like a reptile, and a pouch like a kangaroo? That is epic. Baby. I think we're gonna have to go, holy cow, this is a sick guy. The pangolin. They're one of the only mammals in the world covered in scales. They use their scales like armor when they're threatened.
He's rolling in manure to get all the parasites, the fleas and the ticks and the everything off him.
My problem with this list is, like, I find everything cool. I would definitely try to befriend a pangolin. The northern fur seal. It's looking like a seal. Their body looks disproportionate. Huh, don't we all? Who did this to him? He woke up, he was not ready for that photo. It's just a seal. The naked mole rat. Yo, where'd they get this picture of me? I didn't release my nudes on the internet, so this is kind of weird. They use their whiskers and sensory hairs to find their way through tunnels. It's kind of giving me sleep paralysis demon a little bit, but in a good way. No ill will, but whoever made those anthropomorphic 3D art of them has solidified my decision. The tenrec? Unlike hedgehogs, they will emerge from their nearly impenetrable balled up position to attack predators if provoked enough. It kind of looks like a hedgehog cosplaying as a bumblebee. It's just got a cool coloration. That's really the most interesting thing about it. A lemming. Lemmings are best known for the popular myth that they commit mass suicide by jumping off cliffs. Okay, so they just have like really strong herd mentality that they just kind of the illustration, oh my god. They're almost kind of just normal. Like, there's nothing too special about them except their like group activities they participate in. The dugong. They're known as sea cows because they use their large downward-facing mouths to slurp seagrass off the ocean floor. Dugongs are considered by many to be the inspiration behind mermaids. This is the original mermaid, guys. Body positivity at its finest. For some reason, he spoke to my heart, and I would befriend him. The magnificent frigate bird? Red Golger sack. Nice. Wait, what? It pecks at smaller seabirds until they regurgitate their meals and then eats the meal itself. Ugh. I mean, the females? Pretty boring. But when they got the sack... I'm sorry. Let's move on. It's going in the pretty neat category. The Irrawaddy dolphin. They are also sacred because they help drive fish into nets. Oh, that's cool. I think it's pretty cool. The red-lipped batfish. They don't swim, they actually walk. These photos are even better. Did we even notice it has a long nose too? Cool, but like, I don't like the way he's looking at me. It's making me uncomfortable. The glass frog. Oh, I've heard of these. It is possible to watch a glass frog's heart pump blood through its body. I want to experience being next to one for some reason. I don't know why. The fossa. It lives in Madagascar where it's the top predator. Wow. And vocalizations like sighs and yowls. If you ever hear, the fossa is hunting you.
Then it is time to leave.
Their tails are super long. Wow. I want to go for pretty neat. Just because, like, it's the top predator. I don't know, it's kind of cool. The Japanese spider crab. Now, I went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It was around closing time, so everyone was gone. And I turn around and I see one of these guys giving me the eye. You can't just, like, be a giant spider and not give me a warning. But after I regained my bearings, I did look at it for another, like, 10 minutes. They can live up to be 100 years old. Now, I do think they're really cool, but when I found out it existed, I was quite alarmed. It's giving me sleep paralysis, demon. The shoebill. These birds have an 8-foot wingspan and known for their piercing stares. That is a huge bird. That is just a dinosaur. The shoebill stork will not threaten humans, but will only stare right back at them. Okay, so it's not like a real threat, but it's... Oh. Wow. Here, if we got to know each other, maybe we could become friends, but I would not approach this bird. Goblin shark. They are believed to spend most of their lives in the dark, only coming to the surface at nighttime. Same. And I'm pretty sure they used like the most face-tuned picture they could have for this shark because holy crap. I think this level is just too much for the naked mole rat. It looks kind of silly to be next to these guys. The tawny frogmouth. I know some versions of the frogmouth can be kind of scary, but I think these guys are pretty cool. The giant isopod. At the same aquarium I was talking about earlier, I actually pet one of these. The legs kind of freak me out. The giant isopod has 4 sets of jaws. Since when? At the same aquarium I was talking about earlier, I actually pet one of these. Like, this is cute. It's just a giant sea roly-poly. Aye. Is that how you say it? Some research believe that I comes from the phrase I don't know because the locals were afraid to speak the name. What is he, Voldemort? They are a little bit strange. I would not want to see that when I wake up. The Garanuk? Oh my god. They stand on their hind legs to strip buds and vegetation off trees and shrubs. It's kind of cool, but I think it's just a gazelle. A tufted deer. They have fangs. Oh my god, they do. Wow. I would try to befriend. Like, I'd probably pat it on its little tufted head, and then it would like sink its fangs into my arm. But I would definitely try. The
Kawadi Mundi.
that tail is insane. I think I definitely would try to befriend this guy. The kinkajou, also known as honey bears because they like to raid beehives for honey. These guys are a menace to the beehive society, let me tell ya. Look at them, aww. I feel like I'd try to befriend this one as well. The Sunda Kulugo? They're known as flying lemurs, despite not being lemurs and not being able to fly. It makes sense, they don't walk well. But they can glide a distance up to 100 meters. He can only glide very small distances. He's just skin. Listen, he may be useless, but I love him. The okapi. They're the only living relative to the giraffe. But besides like the stripes, I'm not... It's just a normal animal, to be honest. Alright, we have reached number 30. I think it's the last one for today. The markhor. The name markhor means snake eater, perhaps because they easily kill snakes by stomping on them. This guy stomps on snakes? Is that what you're telling me? The local population uses the foamy substance that results from the markhor chewing its cud to extract snake poison? That is really interesting. It's gonna go right there. Alright everyone, that's the list for today. If you would like to see a part 2, I would definitely be down to do that. I know it's a different type of video for this channel, but I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you next time. Bye!